Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So Stranger Things Season 4 is finally here. So in this case, Netflix has broken this up into two parts. And so the first part is episodes 1 through 7. And then the second parts, which will be coming in July, are episodes 8 and 9. Now, this is something I think a lot of fans have been waiting for, especially if you've been watching Stranger Things since Season 1. And I just couldn't wait to see what happened after the events of Season 3 with the battle at the mall with our huge slimy monster and everything that happened to our characters, Hopper dying, Eleven losing her powers. I could just not wait to see what's going to happen in Season 4. And now we're finally here. So in Season 4, we have all our characters back. However, we're now really spread apart all around the world and also in different dimensions. So we have our main cast of characters in Hawkins, but now also in California. We have them in Russia, and we will have them in many different parts of the United States. Plus, we'll also have our characters in the Upside Down world. So let's go ahead and start off with the things that I absolutely love about Season 4. And very similar to all the other previous seasons of Stranger Things are the really awesome characters and the superb acting. Season 4 still has all those things, plus they've introduced some new characters, specifically our new baddie Vecna and Eddie Munson. Those are the two main new characters, and there's other smaller side characters as well. And very similar to other seasons of Stranger Things, we get development from certain characters. So in this case, we get more development for Sam, and I would say especially for 11 because we learn a lot more about her. And obviously, we also get all the other characters as well. But at least for me, that's where I see the most development. And also, I would say Hopper in a way as well because we do learn a little bit more about him. And then the second thing that I'm really super happy that Stranger Things did in Season 4 is the story. So Season 1 is my favorite. I don't know what's going to happen with the whole Season 4 until we watch the last two episodes. But Season 1 has a very special place in my heart. It just did so many things perfectly. And at the same time, it had this whole sense of horror, dread, and mystery and fantasy all rolled into one. And Season 4 brings a lot of those things back, especially the horror elements, which I absolutely love because I really feel Seasons 2 and 3 kind of went off track of that. And in this case, it comes right back in, specifically with Vecna and of course the Upside Down. I really love the fact that they're bringing those things back. And also, this particular season is heavily influenced by 80s horror, specifically Nightmare on Elm Street, which is one of my favorite horror movies. And well, there's going to be a lot of special characters, cameos, and even shots from other 80s horror movies that you see here, and also our normal nostalgic 80s references within a fantastic soundtrack. And so this is really what I was waiting for, I was hoping for. More horror and especially more of the Upside Down world, and all of those things are coming back. And of course, as with every season of Stranger Things, it's just an absolutely fantastic production quality. Everything from cinematography, color grading, costume design, artwork, and of course the absolutely stellar 80s soundtrack and nostalgia. It is all here, and I would say it's even more so than any other previous season. And just by looking at each episode, which is basically like a movie, they spent a ton of money, and this is probably the most expensive season so far, or maybe Season 5 is going to be even more expensive. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool news at GeekOutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. Now, getting to the things that I didn't enjoy as much about Season 4 is the overall pacing. Even though I really did appreciate the fact that they took their time to explain things, to put everything together, I kind of felt that in some cases they didn't need to spend so much time there. Specifically the episodes in Russia, and I would say even some of the episodes with Elle in the lab, and also some side characters or things going on as well. And so I think those could have been slimmed down and really focus on the main stories and the Upside Down. I think that would have been better in terms of like keeping things moving, because for most people as they're watching this, they might be expecting a lot of things to happen early on, but you might not get that until maybe like episodes 5, and then 6 and 7. They were really great. It has a lot of those elements. Things move a lot faster at that point. And then the second thing that I didn't like as much is all the different stories. Now, I understand why they're doing this as you were watching this. All the stories are pretty much tied back to each other. But as I stated a little bit earlier, some stories like the one in Russia, it wasn't really as valuable and fun to me. And so in this case, by having so many stories jumping back and forth, it really took me out of the things that I really wanted to focus on. Specifically, what's happening in Hawkins, the Upside Down, and Vecna, and L. Those are like the most important things to me. But whenever they're jumping around, it kind of takes you away from the things that you enjoy the most, at least for me. And so those are my thoughts on Stranger Things Season 4, Part 1. And I could already say this is going to be one of my favorite seasons. And who knows, it might be my favorite season once we finish off episodes 8 and 9. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my sci-fi, fantasy, film reviews, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area below. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And if you're a creative geek like me, and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Gold Content Creators group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators group.